Y'all, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be reviewing the absolute comedy horror classic, American Psycho. Now, I think everybody under the sun that even likes a modicum of horror knows that this is an amazing film, and I cannot disagree. Probably the best horror comedy ever, and I'd say even my top 5 horror movies of all time. But what makes it so good? American Psycho, if you didn't know, is basically about a man named Patrick Bateman kind of living a double life where on the outside he's just kind of like an asshole businessman, smooth-talking asshole businessman, but he's also an insane murderer that kills a bunch of prostitutes and colleagues. And I just have to say, this movie has some amazing, fast, funny dialogue that I cannot get enough of. The comedy in this film and the running bits, like with the business cards and having to return some tapes, of course, is always going to crack me up. And the guy that plays the guy that plays Patrick Bateman has an amazing, very smooth, and just great overall voice and body language. And it's overall just a very enjoyable movie. But what happens in it? It starts out with him talking with some business friends and then going to his house to do the Ashton Hall, morning routine, like anybody does. And I think this is an amazing scene. I think everybody knows this is an amazing scene. The monologues he has in his head are great. I think it really adds to the film. Even though they do slow down towards the backhand, more of the third act and second and a half act, I'd say, which kind of sucks, but still in the beginning and end of the film, they really do shine. And the comedy in this movie is great, like I already said before. Like with the business card thing, I love the scene where Patrick Bateman literally looks like he's going to ejaculate from how good this guy's business card looks. And, every single person in this film has the most slick back, oiled up hair I have ever seen in my entire life. And all of the dumbass food names they make up, like freaking like mud pie, peanut butter crunch soup salad, is always just hilarious to me. And I cannot stress enough how good the monologues in this film are. And Pat, when seeing this potbelly pig at the Christmas party, his face of pure and utter disgust always cracks me up. And I love how before he kills people, or before he's about to kill people, he always just rants about music, and how it's just the most generic pop music ever, like Whitney Houston and like another random rock band. I don't really remember the names that well, and he just rants about it like it's freaking Mozart. And the kills in this film, not only the comedy and dialogue in this film, are absolutely amazing. With one of my favorite kills in the entire movie being Paul's murder. This freaking kill is so immaculate in so many ways. He's doing a little jig, doing a little dance, explaining about some random 90s rock band or 80s rock band, I don't really know. And drunk Paul is hilarious, and seeing this guy get freaking axed to death is always a fun time. Well, not a fun time, but always interesting time. Same thing with Jean's death, or Jean's almost death. I think the build up to where Pat is just easily lying to her on the phone with the dinner reservations is hilarious. And I also think, it would have been a cool kill if we got to see him put a screw nail gun, I think, through her head. But either way, it'd be funny. Well, not funny, but it'd be interesting if I got to see that kill. And I have to say, it does suck we don't get to see the kill. But the most scary part of this film is the second time he meets the fake Chrissy, the prostitute that he finds on the side of the road. The second time he visits her is just truly saddening and horrifying, because she could have gotten away, but that slick-talking Pat just pulled her in. And now let's move on to Green Goblin. He is amazing in this film. Of course he is, with some of the greatest conversations in the entire film. Here's a little fun fact. Michael Keaton's character had to perform 3 different same scenes for each interaction they had, so to build tension on if, Michael Keaton knew if Patrick was the murderer or not, because she made him perform film 1 where he was clueless, 1 where he was kind of on the hook or on the edge, and 1 where he absolutely knew, and she kind of just chopped and mixed them up throughout the film. And the giant chase scene later in the film where he freaking drops a chainsaw off a staircase and it hits her in the back, the fake Chrissy, is just amazing. And then the movie gets weird, because in the freaking twist of the century, all of the crap that was going on in this film, all of the murders that he was doing, were all in Pat's head. And I kind of knew where this was going when he killed, 3,000 people on a random freaking pistol rampage that he had randomly. And I'm like, okay, this is either the dumbest movie ever, or he's going crazy off the Zaza. Now, I don't know how I feel about this ending, because on one hand, it makes some pretty cool stuff, like when he flips through his journal, and it's usually just dinner reservations, like he makes 30 times in this film, and then it gets into some, sexual fantasies. And I love how in the scene where he's making intercourse with sex workers, he just is looking at himself the entire time and not even noticing them, practically just doing the strongman poses. But let's get back to the ending, because this is very, very just I don't really know how I feel about it, because I feel like it kind of ruins the beginning of the film with the monologue, because him being simply not human is just really it's really touching, or not touching, but really eerie when you get later into the film and he's just murdering all these people with no care in the world, like when he murders the homeless man. I really think that ties over well, and is a great first introduction kill to show how ruthless and unhuman Patrick is. But I think whenever he just I think it kind of undermines it when we see that it's all in his head, and he's just really kind of just a loser, which kind of sucks. But also, I feel like it's a cool twist. I don't even know if this movie really needed a twist to be amazing, but either way, it's amazing. I love American Psycho, and it's always going to be a fun movie to watch. Every rewatch, you're going to find something new in this. You're going to find a new thing you missed that is leading up to the ending, or another hilarious joke. And overall, it's an amazing time. A must watch. A 9 and maybe a 9.5. I don't think I can give it a 10 because of just how divided I am on the ending, and how it gets a little bit weird towards the end. But I think that can also be in its favor depending on how you look at it. It can really be a 10 if you love the ending. I don't know if I love the ending or not. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I haven't been posting in a while. It's been a month. I don't really count YouTube Shorts as posting, but I'm going to get on the grind again. I have a lot of fun video ideas. I'm going to do a clipping album ranking. I'm going to be doing a bunch of Hellraiser movie reviews, and I'm going to be doing some more death battles and tier lists, so stay tuned. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.